Well, yesterday I went to OCD.com and I signed up for therapy. Therapy to treat obsessive compulsive disorder. I got it from my beloved dad, who used to check the barbershop door about 6 or 7 times to make sure it was locked before he came to the car to come home after sweeping the floor. And in recent years, I developed more intense symptoms, particularly after 2 decades of sumatriptan for migraine. I made my own observation that, it would make me a little high, and then coming down, suddenly I'd look around and notice the clutter, the chaos, and I'd be driven to make the messy piles straight. Moreover, I would notice that I wasn't regulated until the messy piles were straight. That wasn't me. That had never been me. I could easily live in clutter, even sloth, and, floors that hadn't been vacuumed for years, but not anymore. So when I discovered that the OCD had spilled over into other areas of my life, my personal life, my behavior with respect or lack thereof to other people, and all the therapy over the years helping me in the short term. Finally, Howie Mandel advertising NoCD.com. I thought, that's what I need. I need specific therapy to address obsessive compulsive disorder. So yesterday I signed up, and they offer this free first-time phone call. Would you like us to schedule your phone call, or would you like to call us now? So I clicked the green button, and sure enough, somebody called me in 15 minutes, and I told this poor girl my entire life story. Birth trauma, sexual harassment, and all the junk in between. She heard my whole story, and I finally felt as if I was going to get the solution to the big problem. So we scheduled my first appointment for December 19th at 1 p.m. I had already gone to the website account setup, and when I reached the insurance carrier information, noticed that Medicare was not listed. But I typed it in anyway, and then bailed on that to check the texts, I think it was, that she sent me, promising that if I gave these CPT codes to Medicare, that we could find out how much they would cost. Because you see, there were 2 options. I could be covered by insurance, or I could pay out of pocket. And the out-of-pocket costs were not cheap. But, I'd spent 10 grand on this house in the past 6 months, so what was another 95, Dollars, that is. American dollars. So I hung up the phone, elated that I finally was on the path that would save the rest of my life for me. Today, an email arrived in my inbox from NOCD.com. They were informing me that they were sorry, but they had no in-network Medicaid, Medicare therapists. And because they had no in-network Medicaid, Medicare therapists, they could not cover me, and I was also not permitted to pay out of pocket. They were going to have to cancel my appointment and put me on a waiting list. Immediately, I found the phone number from last night and called back. This time I got a different representative who said, "We're sorry, but we cannot schedule you now. We don't have a therapist for you. And because of the rules in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania where you live, you cannot pay out of pocket. You can't pay cash or risk losing all your medical coverage completely. Really? I gave her a little piece of my mind, and then I said thank you, goodbye, and called Medicare. 2 Medicare representatives expressed no familiarity whatsoever with any laws or rules or regulations associated with out-of-pocket expense threatening my insurance coverage. They knew nothing at all about it. One of them consulted her supervisor, who said that I should file a complaint against the agency. I wasn't going to do that. I wanted my OCD therapist, didn't I? So I emailed them back today and I said, could I have made an error? Did I fill the form out incorrectly? What's the deal here? No, you made no errors. You made no mistakes. You've done nothing wrong. We're sorry. We're actively seeking to become in-network providers with Medicare. But the question remains, why can't I pay out of pocket? Why would that threaten my insurance coverage with Medicare? Nobody's answered that question yet. Thankfully, my otherwise ruined day was redeemed by a former student, Daniel, who tried calling me on Messenger. I said, Daniel, did you mean to call me? And he called me right back. Daniel, who's living in Pittsburgh, wanted to thank me for inspiring his life as a musician in the church, and to tell me how grateful he was for what I had done for him back in middle school in 1997. I did well up. I did get teary-eyed. I couldn't believe it. What a sweetheart to save my day like that. You know, another godsend. So, thank you, Daniel. Meantime, I still don't have my OCD therapist, and I might not get one. So this video, right here, I'm making this recording to motivate myself to overcome the procrastination that is born of trauma. When I finish this video, I'm going to go to the kitchen and wash the rest of the dishes and drain them and dry them and put them away. Then I'll turn around and address the piles on the other side of the kitchen, purge them, reposition them, and clean the kitchen table off so that I can actually use it. Then I'll go to the bedroom and put away the clean laundry, which is in piles on the bed. That I promise you I will do. I'm not motivated to do it, but making this video and telling you about it, well, maybe that'll get the job done. Meantime, NoCD.com needs an in-network Medicare therapist for me and the rest of you with OCD, so that we can get through the rest of our lives without alienating everyone we know, just in time for the rest of our lives. Thanks for listening. You can subscribe. You know what to do. There's music too, and I don't even charge for it.